According to economists, the 16% VAT on petroleum products will push fuel prices higher, hence passing the burden down to consumers in the form of high bus fares, increased commodity prices, and electricity bills. Kenya's inflationary pressure is now also expected to increase in this 2023-2024 financial year due to the decrease in consumption brought about by the increased new taxes. This was said during the release of the Metro Corporation Kenya Economic Outlook 2023 in Nairobi. Here are the details.
With the annual inflation rate in Kenya easing marginally to 7.9% in June of 2023, down from 8% in the prior month, the inflationary pressure is still expected to increase due to the rising commodity prices. Speaking while addressing the press today in Nairobi, Honorable Nderitu Muridhi, an economist, attributed the expected increase to the current taxation measures.
In the Kenyan environment, we are quite aware how, for example, the food issue becomes quite critical. That whenever there is no food in the market, inflation goes up, prices goes up, and it affects each and every Kenyan get affected. When the fuel prices go up, they have got their impact, which again cuts across on board.
So we see, and I think that's what the data is saying, the primary drivers remain food and fuel. And the current, for example, the effects of the taxation measures that are current now will in fact push fuel higher. And as you have seen, the reason, their own explanation why has inflation stayed at 7.9, it is primarily fuel and food.
As citizens are bracing for the projected tougher times ahead, many are still in disagreement with the government's high tax measures and are calling on the government to consider the common mwananchi.
Simiti mimi sina hata nyumba. Simiti na sukari bei ni moja. Sasa nitanunua sukari ama nitanunua simiti ni chenga. Dereva amelala Nairobi siku 5. Eldoret anapewa 1000. Amelala hapa siku 5, atalala wapi? Na ameacha familia kwa nyumbani. Bibi anampigia simu amtumie kitu, hana pesa, mafuta imepanda, abiria hana pesa ya kufika bei.
Ndio hii enye sasa ukiwa chama yenu iko registered yenye tunaendanga tunatoa mbao 30 pale, tena wanataka kututax. Tena niende ninunue sukuma wanitax. Ninunue ka wig kidogo, ninunue ka lipstick, nikaifiti nifiche shida, tena wanataka kunitax. So nini inaendelea hapa? No country can ever flourish by overtaxing its citizens. Haiwezi na haiwezi kabisa.
Inflation remained at 9.2% through the first quarter, even after 4 successive interest rate hikes, only easing to 7.5% in April. With the start of the long rains, it edged upwards to 8% in May and 7.9% in June. With increased taxation on petroleum products from July 1st, housing levy and other taxes, the country shall experience increased inflationary pressure from the third quarter onwards. This will lead to less consumption, which impacts production by farms. Hilary Kabila, GBS News.